Do you know what token grew thousands of percent simply because Elon Musk posted it? It was Memecoin. Is it a coin created for fun or an ingenious marketing plan? Today we're going to break down what Memecoins are, why they shoot up, and whether you can actually make money on them instead of just hitting the dump. And at the end of the video, I'll tell you if you can even build a strategy to make money on such coins, or if it's all just a cryptocurrency casino. Now, let's figure out what Memecoins are in general. Why does someone buy coins with the logo of a dog or a frog and earn millions on it? Memecoins are cryptocurrencies that are not originally created as technology projects, but rather as a joke, irony, or a way to catch a wave of hype. They don't have a unique blockchain, breakthrough features, or complex tokenomics, but they do have one important quality: virality. The most vivid example is Dogecoin. It was created just for fun. Programmers took a popular meme with a Shiba Inu dog, linked it to a blockchain, and launched it. No development team, no goals to change the world. And yet, years later, Doge became one of the most recognizable coins in the crypto world. And after Elon Musk started to promote it, a real explosion began. The era of Memecoins began exactly with Dogecoin. After it came Shiba Inu, Pepe, Floki, Bonk, and dozens of others. And each coin had not a white paper, but a viral marketing, memes, posts, community, tweets. But the most important thing is emotion. People love memes. And in crypto, where there's a lot of misunderstanding, risk, and gloomy predictions, Memecoins give you a sense of easiness and fanfare. You're not just investing, you're participating in a movement. And when a project becomes funny and ironic, it starts spreading like a virus, simply because it's fun. And now the obvious question is, why is there a multiple growth on this wave? What makes such coins grow to billion-dollar capitalizations? And is it possible to make money on it? The answer is simple. Memecoins are shooting up because of emotion and crowd effect. It's not about logic or foundation. It's pure psychology, and think about it. Each of us has sent a funny meme to a friend at least once. It's a reaction, it's an emotion. Now imagine that you're not just looking at a meme, but you're becoming part of an entire community bound together by that meme. That sense of belonging and slight irony is the fuel for the explosive growth of Memecoins. Besides, it's classic FOMO at work. Someone sees in X that a token has risen up to 200% in a day and immediately enters the market because he thinks, what if it rises again? There are thousands of people like that. And the more people buy, the higher the price goes. It's a real bubble, but it's fun and massive. Social media is the main driver. One tweet from Elon Musk turns a worthless coin into $1 billion capitalized asset. When influencers, TikTok, YouTube, and Reddit get involved, growth turns into a viral wave. People don't read white paper. They buy because it's cool. Also, meme coins are almost always worth pennies, millionths of a dollar. This creates the illusion of a cheap entry. In your head, you think that now I will buy 1 million tokens and then they will become like Dogecoin. But people forget, the path from $0.000001 to $1 is not just growth, it is a gigantic amount of money that will flow into the coin. And it's extremely rare for that to happen. Nevertheless, Memecoins can indeed give X5, X10, X100, especially if you go in before the crowd. But this is a game based on emotions, not an investment in technology. And those who earn here are those who don't get attached, don't keep it until the last moment, and exit on time. This is where the most important question appears. If all this is such a chaotic race on emotions, is it possible to build a strategy for making money on Memecoins at all? The answer is yes, but only if you understand what you are dealing with. The classical principles of fundamental analysis don't work in this case. Memecoins are not about long-term investments, technology, or stable growth. It's about speed, timing, and crowd behavior. Some might think, what about Dogecoin? It's still alive. And yes, such exceptions do happen. Doge, like Shiba Inu, has managed to become more than just memes. But 90% of the time, the price of Memecoin drops in just a couple days once the hype is gone. That's why it's important to separate the rare long-term cases from the majority. And the majority plays by very different rules. In terms of strategy, I would highlight 3 key stages. The first is research and analysis. As I have already said, the power of Memecoins is the community, and your task is to learn how to find it. Study the project's social networks, Twitter, Telegram, Discord. See how the audience reacts to posts, whether there is organic growth, humor, memes, engagement. A Memecoin without an active community is nothing. The second step is selection and distribution. When you have found several projects with a lively and strong community, allocate the amount you are ready to lose without stress and distribute it to these projects. And the most important stage is profit taking. Yes, this is the hardest part. When the Meme token is flying upwards, it seems like the growth will be forever. The chart is green, the chat and Telegram is buzzing, and at such moments it is very difficult to press the sell button. But this is what distinguishes those who make money from those who are left with zero. Consider the recent case of Trump's Memecoin. It went from $10 to $70 in just a couple days. It would seem this is it, the perfect moment. But what happened next? A month passed, and the price simply pulled back to the same level. Those who hoped for more growth were left without profit, but those who fixed it in time made a profit. Remember, in the world of Memecoins, it's not those who wait for the bottom or the top who earn money, but those who determine the goal for themselves in advance and go out according to the plan. But after all this, you may ask, does Memecoin have a future at all? Or is it just a short-term hype that always ends with a fall? At first glance, Memecoins are pure emotion and noise. But if you dig deeper, it becomes clear. Behind many of them, there is a huge and active community. People come together not for the sake of technology, but for the sake of an idea, for the sake of fun, for the sake of belonging. It's no longer just coins, it's crypto culture. And now, we are getting to the most interesting part. Some Memecoins have started to evolve. They're trying to go beyond just being fun and become something more. Shiba Inu has launched its own decentralized exchange, an NFT platform, and is working on its own blockchain network, Shibarium. Bonk on Solana is integrated into real-world products and DeFi protocols. Even new Memecoins are starting to put utility into tokenomics, cashback, discounts, access to content, or participation in voting within the community. So can Memecoins become something serious? Yes, some can. But it's important to realize these are the exceptions, not the rule. Most remain pure, speculative assets with no foundation. That's why if you want to make money in crypto, not only on emotions, but also on more stable instruments, pay attention to staking. This is one of the easiest and most reliable ways of passive income. If you have Solana tokens, you can delegate them to our validator Robobo and get up to 11% per annum. Your coins stay with you. You simply put them to work, helping to maintain the network, and in return, you get a stable income. Link to Robobo Validator, as always, in the description. Get connected and let your crypto work for you while you keep an eye out for the next wave of memes. As you can see, Memecoins are not just an internet joke. It's a tool that can yield X10 or it can go to zero in a couple hours. Emotions, crowds, and speed control everything here. Can you make money at it? Yes, but only if you understand what you are playing, know how to exit in time, and do not forget about risks. And now, a question for you. Do you believe that Memecoins can have a future? Or will it always remain a cryptocurrency casino? Leave your opinions in the comments. If this video was useful, put a like to support the channel and be sure to subscribe.